Here's an incredible loot farming dungeon that Blizzard isn't going to nerf that also gives very good experience. There's 7 guaranteed elites that always spawn in the exact same place in this dungeon, and it's very small, so you can farm it under 4 minutes. I'm also going to show you how to reset the dungeon so you can do this repeatedly. To get to the dungeon itself, it's directly east from Kyovashad. You can get here very early on in the game in the Fractured Peaks. It's in this little region just here of Malanok, but you actually have to unlock these 2 dungeons. And I'll show you how to do that in a moment, but I just want to say before someone says in the comments, is this going to get nerfed by Blizzard? No, it's actually really unlikely to get nerfed. Compared to this dungeon, Malgan's Work, this has already been nerfed. However, with this dungeon, killing those 7 guaranteed elites is part of the quest, and they all drop rares, legendaries, and uniques depending on the difficulty you're playing. So for them to nerf this, they'd have to completely change the quest in this dungeon, but I'll obviously update the video if it does. So to actually unlock this location, we want to come to this area. There's going to be a stronghold event. After you finish that stronghold event and kill the boss, you'll then unlock another 2 dungeons over here and here. Specifically, we're interested in this dungeon, Annika's Claim. So we're just outside the dungeon. Let's go ahead inside. So as you guys can see, I currently have nothing in my inventory. The reason why this dungeon is so good is because it contains a bunch of elite mobs that have a guaranteed chance to drop good loot. So we're just going to run past everyone, like so, and then we'll find our first elite mob right here. So we're just going to go ahead and kill him as quickly as possible. And we can also kill the rest of the mobs that are following us, just to make this even faster. Kill, and as you can see, he's already dropped a rare item. You can already see there's another one right here that we can kill already. And there's even some treasure chests along the path as well. But we really just want to focus on killing these elites, because this is where all of the rare items and legendary items are going to be. Grab this chest as well. Just ignore the rest of the mobs. Grab all the chests. There's another magic item. And here we have another elite all ready to kill. So, I mean, this dungeon is just stacked with them. There's so many. Sometimes you even get a couple spawning in the same place. In fact, there's 3 in this one location. So we've got another 3 rare items there, and there's another chest just here. I came into this dungeon with nothing, by the way, and that's what we got so far. There's another 2 elite mobs right here, so we're going to go ahead and kill these guys next. And you know, on a farming AoE build, this is really fast to do. We've got another 2 rare items there, and there should be 1 more, because you can see this bar is how many elites are in the dungeon. So when that fills up, you know you've killed them all. And there's a massive chest here with another rare item. Fantastic. And we can see our final elite is right here. So let's go ahead and finish him off. And there we go. We got a heavy crossbow. So as you can see, we've done this entire dungeon. So that's taken me 4 minutes. This is the loot we've got. I'm going to run it one more time just to show you the loot I get. But now we need to reset the dungeon, because we do not want to finish this objective. The next one is to deposit the Animus into the Animus urn. We do not want to do that. Instead, we're going to go ahead and exit the dungeon. So here we are, exit the dungeon. Now, in order to actually reset it, we're now going to leave the game, and then we're going to come back and start the game again. Now, obviously, if you're doing this on launch day, there's probably going to be a queue. So just, you know, wait a few days and then take advantage of this method. And as I said at the start of the video, and then you can just come back in. And as you can see, the objective has changed back to collect Animus from the Animus carriers. And all of those guys are the elites. So now we just come back in and we kill all the elites again. And it is really this easy. And there's another elite. So we've already got 2 over here, and all these trash mobs that I can really easily kill on my rogue build, because it's just so ridiculously overpowered. It's so overpowered that Blizzard actually nerfed it, and it's still really good. And obviously Blizzard won't nerf this, because it is part of the actual quest objective that you have to kill all of these elite mobs. So there you go, guys. We've run this dungeon twice. This is all the loot we got from those 2 times. You're going to want to be doing this on World Tier 1, not World Tier 2. It takes too long. It's not worth it. Then after you've done the main campaign, do it on World Tier 3, because then you'll be picking up those sacred and unique items, and then on Torment later on. Now, if you want my rogue farming build, I'm just going to slowly scroll through this so you can go ahead and copy this. But if you want a full build video, then make sure you subscribe, and I'll link that video over here as soon as it's out. I'll see you there.